On the Health Watch tonight, a quick eye exam could one day identify patients for Alzheimer's disease long before they experience any symptoms. Our Dr. Mallika Marshall is here now with the research out of Duke University. All right, so what are doctors going to be looking for here?
Okay, so I don't know if you've ever had a dilated eye exam,
Yes.
but when the eye doctor is looking in the back of your eye with that bright light, they're actually looking at a part of your brain. You know, it's called the retina. And usually what they see is this network of tiny little blood vessels coursing through the retina. But they've discovered that in people with Alzheimer's disease that there's sort of a change in those vessels. So they looked at the retinas of 200 people with this new non-invasive technology that takes these high-definition images of the back of the eye or the retina. And they found that in people with Alzheimer's disease, this web of vessels is less dense and it's sparse in some places. So they're saying that this might mirror what is happening to other tiny blood vessels in other parts of the brain and might be a way to identify people who are at risk of developing Alzheimer's or who have developed Alzheimer's even before they might develop symptoms.
So you determine that, and then the next step, of course, is trying to fend that off as long as possible.
That's right.
Fascinating. All right, Doctor. Well, today is, unbeknownst to me, National Napping Day, which is observed every year on the day after daylight savings time begins. Great timing for the results of a new study that finds that a midday snooze can lower your blood pressure perhaps as much as other lifestyle changes. Well, that's going to be good news to people who nap and maybe who don't exercise as much or some other things.
That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
So these were researchers in Greece that looked at more than 200 people with relatively well-controlled blood pressure, and they spent on average about 15 minutes a day, 50 minutes a day napping, and they found that this midday nap was associated with approximately a 5 millimeter of mercury drop in systolic blood pressure. And they say that that's equivalent to what reducing salt in your diet might do, or reducing alcohol, or even low-dose medication. Now, they're saying more research needs to be done, obviously, and this doesn't mean that you shouldn't exercise or change your diet or take your medication, but the little afternoon siesta might do you some good and might actually affect your blood pressure. So maybe you can add it to your regimen.
Exactly. One more reason to at least try.
Exactly.
It's hard
if you can find the time, I know.
But I might try it now. Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
David?
More research. If they need volunteers, I'm here. I'm here for them. All right, thank you, guys.